Yes, we are now officially live, Adam. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing just great since we got the microphone issue figured out last second there. All right. Champions for a drug-free Carroll County. Good morning, everybody out there. If you are new to joining us, we have kind of switched over into a more virtual broadcast type of meeting. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Can you see the comments popping up, Adam?
I can.
Awesome. So if you're new to joining us, if you've never been a part of Champions, you've never been to a meeting, and you're just viewing this and you're wanting to try it out, we're pretty informal, so join us every month. We're usually the fourth Thursday of every month, but seeing how next week is Thanksgiving, we had to back it up a week, and Adam has so graciously agreed to join us on here this week and talk about his awesome stuff, that programs and services that his company that he's with, the Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program, what they do and what programs and services they offer our region as a whole. So if you guys are just now tuning in, comment in the comments box and let us know you can see and hear us. And I'm going to let Adam take it away here in just a bit. We'll give everybody another minute to hop on. I tried to shoot an email out to remind everybody in the distribution list, so we'll give them just a second to realize that we're live and let them sign in into the comment section. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for tuning in. Kathy's our treasurer. She has been since the inception of Champions, which was, gosh, forever ago. I think 2006 maybe. Hi, Ashley. Good to see you. All right, so in case you missed it, we do have a special guest here today. His name is Adam Fargo, and he is with the Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program. He's a job entry and retention support specialist, and he's going to talk about things like expungement, job reentry and recovery, federal bonding, and more. So if you guys have questions about anything he's talking about, we want this to kind of be interactive. So just throw your questions in the comments box and we will get to you. Hi, Casey. Casey's from Three Rivers District Health Department. She is the Carroll County Health Strategist, so we're happy to have her on board. All right. I think we've given everybody just a second to hop on. And then, hi, Carly. Carly's from North Key. We're happy to see her join us today. I miss seeing everybody's face in person. I'm really, honestly, sad about it. Like, it's kind of taken a toll on me. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just glad that we can still offer these virtual services to you guys and meet virtually. So until I can see your lovely faces again, this is gonna have to do. All right, Adam, you ready?
I'm ready, Haley.
Let's do it. So I did a little introduction for Adam there. Like I said, he's with the Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program. Say that 5 times real fast. And he's going to tell us a little bit more about what his program offers to our region. So take it away, Adam. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Again, as Haley said, I'm a job entry and retention support specialist for Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program, or EKSEP. Our mission is to work with individuals that are in recovery to help them find reliable employment. I cover and serve all 8 counties in northern Kentucky. So whether it's Carroll, Kenton County, Boone, Pendleton, Grant, Owen, Gallatin, I cover all 8 counties. And I have some champion employers that I work closely with and some other organizations that I work closely with, like the Life Learning Center in Covington, Kentucky. They have a 12-step holistic approach to working with individuals in recovery to get them back into the community. So that's what we do. Now, we also offer new this year. We can work with it when we're working with individuals. We can help them get things like their Social Security card. We can help pay for their Social Security card. We can help them pay for birth certificates, IDs, boots if they need work boots, or clothing. So that's some of the things that we can do that with the individuals that we are working with.
That's awesome that you mentioned the boot thing. We just started a little program here in Carrollton that also offers steel-toe boots for anybody that needs them. And I didn't even know you guys did that, Adam. So that's awesome.
We literally just started that this year. They came up with they found some additional funding, and each of us has a credit card that we can take the individual to, Walmart, Boot Country, whatever, and purchase them a pair of boots. If they need help with transportation costs, gas, a one-time gas where we can meet them at the gas station and pay for their gas for them to help them get back and forth to work for that first week or two.
Now, I have a question about that. Is there any stipulation to where they get to keep the boots? We've talked about this kind of, how will it work if they don't stay at the job for very long? Maybe they just stay at the job for a week. It's not a good fit. Do you get the boots back? How does that work? Logistics on that?
We buy them and they're their boots. We bought them for them. They're especially for them. So we don't say, hey, you have to work there for a week or two, and then
awesome.
The boots are theirs.
Great. All right, let's say hello to some more people that have hopped on. It looks like Nicole from North Key is here. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Scott. Kathy says, that's awesome. Yeah, it is, Kathy. And good morning, Stephanie. Stephanie is our secretary, who's kind of been off the hook from taking the notes on the meetings here for the last few months. But once we get back into business, we know she'll be back at it. So thank you, Stephanie, for doing that for us for the last few years. Does anybody have any questions about anything Adam has talked about or covered so far? Okay. What else you got, Adam?
We're also starting to build some steam on the Kentucky Employer Resource Network and success coaches in the region. So we have a success coach that currently works at Dormant. She will be working at the Certainteed right there as well. And if y'all don't know, Certainteed bought Continental BP, which is up here in Silver Grove. So we'll be on location there as well.
I did not know that.
As well as Dana up here in Walton. So we're building that as well, where a success coach is kind of like a life coach, where they're in the facility a couple days a week for 4 hours at a time. And then instead of individuals inundating the HR, they can go to that success coach to say, hey, I'm having troubles with rent, or I'm having trouble with this. I need resources. And then we can say, hey, you can go to the Kentucky Career Center. They can help you with this, or this, or we can point them in the right direction for resources, because we have that tool bag on us at all times.
I love that.
So we're starting that. Yeah, so that program's getting started, and the success coach, it's not in the ERN. The success coach is not just for individuals in recovery. It's for anybody. It's for anybody in the organization.
Okay.
From the president, CEO, all the way down to your regular line workers.
Awesome. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was going to ask, do you have to be in recovery to utilize those services? Actually, do you have to be in recovery to utilize any service?
So we deal with individuals, again, that are in recovery from opioid use disorder, substance use disorder. That's not saying that I won't help out anybody else.
Right.
Because that's just the gist of what we do. We try to help out whoever we can. But our primary focus is opioid use disorder and substance use disorder.
Awesome.
And you can follow some of our stories on Facebook if you go to the site, SITE, the Strategic Initiative for Transformational Employment, or Eastern Kentucky CEP. You can find us on Facebook there. You can also find Kentucky ERN, KYERN, Employer Resource Network. You can find information about the Employer Resource Network as well.
Tell me what SITE stood for again. Strategic Information for Transitional Employment?
Strategic Initiative for Transformational Employment.
For transformational. Awesome. I'm going to comment this in the section so I don't forget this. Strategic
Initiative.
Got it.
for transformational employment. And we call it that. A lot of individuals call it second chance employment or fair chance employment.
Yes.
We call it transformational employment because we're really trying to transform people's lives.
Yes.
And we all know individuals in recovery, they may need more than a second chance.
That's very true. Sometimes it's the third and the fourth before it clicks, right?
Exactly.
All right.
So does anybody out there have any questions?
Yeah, let us know if you guys have any questions for Adam. I know that weren't you our guest speaker last year?
Yes.
Maybe around October or kind of around the same time. I just really wanted you to come on and give a refresher for people that have maybe never heard of your programs and services offered. Oh, Ashley Cares is talking about being with the Northern Kentucky Addiction Helpline. Hi, Ashley. So good to see you. I did want to mention that helpline. It is actually on our Facebook page. I can pull that from there. And they actually have people that will talk, real actual humans that you can talk to for those in recovery or needing help that can call in and talk to these people. And I think Ashley is one of them. So we'll put that in the comments too as well for those that are interested. Adam, talk a little bit about, I think you mentioned this last time you were with us, like expungement services that you guys offer and maybe some federal bonding stuff too.
So the expungement piece, that's all statewide. So we always send out the information for everybody when we get it to let them know when the expungement fairs are, the free ones that come up. The federal bonding program, we can help out with that as many of the organizations around can. I know the career centers can do it. And there's some other organizations, but the federal bonding program is for individuals that are in recovery, for previously incarcerated individuals that, might be looking for employment at, say, a bank or a retail store. It's insurance for the company, and then the insurance is $5,000 to $25,000, and it's for 6 months, the first 6 months of an individual's employment, which the insurance is. It ensures that the company, that if an individual steals anything worth between $5,000 to $25,000, that the company is going to be reimbursed that money. And then after the 6 months, if the company wants to extend it, they can of course contact the organization that does it and extend that as well.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Adam. Let's pull a question out here. Ashley says, Adam, what has the impact in employment looked like since the Success Coach started at Dorman? It's a great question, Ashley. Thank you.
That is a great question. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of the statistics on that one. I know she sees a couple of people a week. I know she has actually helped somebody down there find an apartment that was struggling because, as you know, a lot of apartment complexes, if you have a felony or misdemeanor, sometimes they won't rent to you. But I know she helped a gentleman secure an apartment while she was down there. And we actually, part of our funding that we have, we can help individuals with that first month's rent and security deposit on a case-by-case basis.
That's amazing. I did not know that.
So we can actually contact the organization that they're going to be renting from, get all that information, send it down to our corporate headquarters, get the approval, and a check will be sent to that housing authority, whoever it may be, to cover that first month's rent with security deposit.
That's amazing. Thanks for that question, Ashley. Thanks for that, Adam.
You're welcome.
All right. Let's look at another question. Or a comment Kathy has here, if it shows. Kathy says she thinks it's wonderful and that she hopes people will utilize the life coach, especially during the trying times we're all going through. It has been financially and emotionally hard for lots of people. Absolutely agree with that statement.
It absolutely has. And we're going to be, as I stated before, we're going to be setting up in Dana, I think, at the beginning of the year, and Certainty as well in the beginning of the year. So the Certainty that's down there in Carrollton, and Colonial BP that they bought up here in Silver Grove.
Awesome. I would love, just like as a Kentucky Career Center youth talent development specialist, I would love to meet with these folks and see how we can work together to just kind of help anybody really in need. So that'd be great. Also, Kathy, thank you. And Scott Smith says, this is great information to share with family and friends. Can you post something we can share? Yes. Once this video is published, you can share the video, and I'll also share a couple links in the comments, links to the Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program, which kind of just outlines what they do. So I'd be happy to share. Thanks, Scott, for tuning in.
And you can also share my number, my email. That way they can get in contact with me as well. Again,
yeah,
site is on Facebook. EKCEP, Eastern Kentucky CEP, is on Facebook.
What's the number to best reach you at, Adam? I'll put it in the comment section.
It's 803-580-3380.
Wonderful. And you serve all 8 counties, right? So anybody,
all 8 counties.
Anybody that's watching out there from the 8-county Northern Kentucky region, please reach out if you have any questions for Adam whatsoever. I'm putting his number in the comments section below. Awesome. And yes, Ashley, she is very right. She says an impact is an impact, no matter how small. That's great. Yep. We have stood by that comment from the very beginning with Champions. You know, we always say, if we just help one person, we're doing our job, which, oh my gosh, reminds me. I'm so excited that I remembered to say something about this. We actually, Champions for Drug-Free Carroll County was nominated for the Community Impact Award for the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce. So thank you to everybody that's been a part of Champions from the beginning. Any guest speakers we've ever had, we thank you guys for just helping us get resources out there to our community. That's really what we are here for. And if we can just help one person, we're doing our job, right? So I wanted to tell everybody thank you. And I'm not sure when they're going to announce the winners for that, but when they do, you know, I'll make sure everybody's in the loop there for that. So
that's
sorry,
awesome.
I stole some
No, that's awesome to hear.
Yes. So go right ahead. If you have anything else you wanted to
oh, there she is.
Throw in here.
You froze for a second.
Did I freeze up? That's a scary sight. I'm sorry for that. All right, Adam, do you have anything else you wanted to add before we adjourn the meeting?
So if you have any organizations out there that you feel would be a good fit for somebody that's in recovery, but yet they're not, because of their hiring practices, they're not hiring individuals in recovery, please let me know. That way we can go out there and we can talk to them about it. So that's another part of my job, is to not only work with individuals in recovery, but also go speak with organizations about hiring individuals in recovery. You know, individuals, just because, you know, they're in recovery, it's a disease. Addiction is a disease.
Absolutely.
They're not bad people. They just made bad choices because of their disease. So I'm willing to go out there and talk to companies face to face, through Zoom, whatever, about success stories that we've had, and show them success stories that we've had with individuals in recovery that are working. I've helped place 42 individuals at Close the Loop in Hebron. I've placed a couple at RDI, the RDI call center in Latonia, a couple at Novalex Durabag. So they're out there.
That's great. I wanted to ask too.
She froze.
What do you what's your take on how employers are with that?
Well, since COVID-19, they've kind of changed their mentality.
Yeah, I think so too.
They completely have, because if you look at it, a lot more people are staying home because of their children not being in school. And a lot of individuals are saying, well, I can make more money when I'm on unemployment than working.
Yep.
So now companies are they're struggling, but they're trying to find new pipelines.
Yeah,
talent
absolutely.
pipelines. So Camco is another one that's looking at coming on board with the ERN and the success coach as well. So we're starting to build that to where more companies are being open-minded to hearing about transformational employment. Atkins and Pierce is another example in Covington. So as the COVID-19 continues and everybody still needs all of their supplies, the demand for people is becoming higher. So now they have to look at, okay, what are different avenues or different pipelines of individuals that we can pull from?
Absolutely, which is good. It's a win-win in my book for the company, the individual, the job seeker. It's definitely a win-win. It's funny you mentioned Camco too. We just had them as a guest last week with the Kentucky Career Center, and they're hiring. They're over there hiring on our Facebook page. You can go click on their website and apply right on their website there. So anybody that's going through recovery, struggling with treatment, with just anything, with employment in general, just reach out to us. We'll make sure we link you to the right resources. Kathy, you have a question real quick. She says, Adam, do you have literature that you can send to Haley that possibly we could get in the hands of the detention center to give inmates upon their release if they would be willing to do that? That's a great question.
Yes, I can. I can send her some information. I know right now Life Learning Center partners with the Kenton County Detention Center. Inmates, when individuals that were in there for opioid use disorder, substance use disorder, a lot of them there are literally they are released, put in a van or a bus, and taken straight to the Life Learning Center, so that way they can start that 12-week holistic care.
That's great.
And what Life Learning Center does, they have 12 weeks of teaching them the 5 pillars of life, how to, and then two weeks of how to build a resume, how to conduct interviews, how to job search. They teach them all of that. Plus, they have wraparound services. They're pre-COVID. They're on site, but they also partner with a bunch of organizations outside where they can get them continued care as well. So I'll send all that information over to Haley so that way she can get it out to everybody.
That'll be great. Thanks, Kathy, for that question. Kathy always has the best questions. Does anybody else have anything they wanted to ask Adam while he's here? If this video gets published later on and people watch it, or maybe they missed us live and didn't get a chance to ask a question, they can throw it in the comments and I will get with you, Adam, if I don't know the answer, and we'll make sure that they get in touch with you. Sound
good?
You.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. All right, everybody. We are going to adjourn. I will cover some other business just regarding Champions and the Coalition for our members in an email. Other than that, I wanted to thank Adam again for hopping on here with us. A little short notice, too. Leave it to me to ask him to join us like a few days before the meeting. So thank you, Adam.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And I'll get you in touch with anybody that has questions. Thank you for helping and being a part of the community. We appreciate you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody. Thank you. Have a great day. And we will see you next month, again, on the third Thursday because of Christmas. So that will be, let's see, December 17th. So we'll see you December 17th at 11:30 with another guest speaker. You guys have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you all.